I regard myself as a soldier, though a soldier of peace. I know the value of discipline and truth. I must ask you to believe me when I say that I have never made a statement of this description, that the masses of India, if it became necessary, would resort to violence.
I'm still convinced that the philosophy and practice of nonviolence affords a more excellent way to improve the inadequacies existing in the American social system. The method of nonviolent resistance is effective in that it has a way of disarming the opponent. It exposes his moral defenses, it weakens his morale, and at the same time it works on his conscience.
To move out of institutions, out of poverty, and off of welfare, to productivity and community. From independent living, IDEA, and deinstitutionalization, to supported employment, supported living, assistive technology, self-advocacy, and the historic ADA, you have led the way.
I wanted to convene with my fellow young adapters, and I basically wanted to become a leader and learn more about how an action was planned and the ins and outs and how to strategize.
Okay, so it's tell us what's happening here. What's happening? What time is it?
It's 8:24 on Monday morning, so the action starts in a little over 90 minutes. We're scheduled to have another run-through/role play with the trainers here at 8:30. Most of our people are printing out flyers and stuff now, and we'll probably not be here right at 8:30. So,
what kind of things are racing through your head right now?
Frustration, a little bit of relief, because now I know that at least all the jobs that need to be done are being done, but I'm a little disturbed about the timing is all. But I think we'll be all right. It's just a little frustrating.
What is your role in this? You were given a role or volunteered for a role?
I was asked to be a co-leader with Sandy, so that's my role at this point. We're, I guess, basically day leaders for the day.
How are you two working along?
Really pretty well. We had a good strategy session last night. We addressed a lot of the details that we felt were important, so we feel like we have a pretty good plan in place. We're a little concerned now I might not have communicated to the rest of the team as well as we could have, but we'll see.
Thanks.
Well, you have your own, birth home, or you have your birthplace, but then being here, you find another home, and I just enjoy that aspect a lot, and especially I think it's important for young disabled people to be the voice. Like people telling you a lot of no's, like Zarita was saying, and coming here, it's about being who you are, and you don't have to be anybody else other than you. Yeah.
I learned a lot about defying authority when they're wrong, and taking back the power, and that we as people and citizens really are capable of taking power and getting what we need.
Safety now! 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 Safety now!
We are blocking this intersection because Alderman Foley doesn't have
us on this bridge, and he has not responded to our request. We do not want to take this drastic step, and we feel it is necessary to get his attention. We will stay here until we've been contacted by the alderman directly. Safety now! Safety now! Safety now! Safety now! Safety now!
I guess probably that there's a lot of aspects that go into planning that you really don't think about. And even if you do plan, however much you plan prior to, there's still a lot of stuff that you don't realize is going to happen. And so you just have to be on your toes and just go with the flow.
We now, the youth that are here, are going to take the lead in planning and carrying out our own action. I think is an important step for all of us. So, going through the process of choosing the target, and now later today we're going to go through tactics. I think that's going to stretch.
Edgar Polito from El Paso, Texas. Holler.
And what did you expect to come into
For I can learn how to become a great adapt leader in the future.
I would definitely say it's a great learning experience. It really challenges your personality. It helps you to extract those characteristics in you that you may not have known were there, and also to strengthen those skills, those leadership skills that you need in order to really be an effective advocate for people with disabilities. So I think it's really important for people to be exposed to this area of direct action and this style of leadership in order, to be to have the full circle of the power of self-advocacy and systems advocacy.
I'll work with you. I'll get on it right away. That's wonderful. Thank you for helping us, sir. All right. And what organization are you? We are ADAPT. We are a national grassroots disability rights organization. Okay. Just call me. What do you mean? You make that call for us right now? That's his number? It's dialing his office right now. You sure this is his number? I'm positive it's his number. I wouldn't do that to you. Hi, this is Alderman Solis. Alderman, if you're ready there? I'm good. First question is, why a trainer? Why do you do this?
I do it because it's important to pass on knowledge to younger people. I'm pretty young myself, but I've been doing this for a long time now. And without new leadership, without new ideas, without new inspiration, a movement dies. And it's absolutely important that we continue traditions and build movements throughout generations.
Some of the things that I do with the Adaptive Summit are I help lead the media workshop because I chair the National Adapt Media Committee. And so when I talk about media with young people who want to be leaders in Adapt, we talk about our audience, we talk about perceptions, we talk about controlling our message, we talk about how we delegate work to different adapters, because media work should never be just one person doing media work. Media work should be people should be part of a team helping out with media and talking to who needs to hear our message.
Power of that, cause the power of that don't stop. Ain't no power, the power of that, cause the power of that don't stop. Ain't no power, the power of that, cause the power of that don't stop. Ain't no power, the power of that, cause the power of that don't stop. Ain't no power, the power of that, cause the power of that don't stop.
The Adapt Youth Summit trainers and how the Youth Summit is set up really gives for that, gives for an evolution within that young person's feelings and life, to give a different perspective, to give a more open mind to doing direct action and why it is important to do direct action, and realizing that direct action is only one of the many things that can be done, but it is a very important thing, because if we didn't do direct action, many of the things that we've accomplished up to now in the disability rights movement wouldn't have been accomplished.
Well, I've come to love the ADAPT family, and I think this is an important activity to help younger folks, and of course younger is relative, to develop skills and abilities and contribute to their local chapters and assume future leadership in roles in a
change. Then what do? Will you go around the city and try to see if there are other locations that are problems?
We try to advocate for everything relating to this, and it's a really big issue because a lot of people rely on public transportation, and it's hard, as you can tell. It's very access now. It's very busy.
I expect that they will get in touch with their anger and to no longer beat themselves up and feel isolated. And what I mean by that is that the way that disabled people are treated, how we are denied are through laws and rules to be able to do what we want and how we choose to live is very, very hard for us to experience. And when we get young people with disabilities together through ADAPT and even non-disabled youth, there is a bond that's created by being able to overcome a barrier, a physical barrier in the action that they prepare for and do. And then that bond, we plan for them to stop feeling alone and also stop feeling powerless, and to feel okay to be outraged with how things are set up for disabled people.
Being in ADAPT, you realize there's a hunger. It's like a special hunger that you didn't realize that you had, but then once you had it, it's like, I want more. And you just keep feeling like, I'm hungry for ADAPT. Do you have that on your menu?
This song's for all the people who died in a nursing home. This song's for all the people who are gonna die.
I knew bits and pieces of what that meant, what that is, but now I'm kind of getting the whole picture. So it's a big picture thing.
I've lost count.
You're promoted.
Edgar, you're fired.
Free our people.
This song's for the right to choose how we live. Tear down the walls of the nursing home. Take off your white coat, strip yourself and bound. Can't you see that justice